We're looking good. Let's get everything set up. I don't know where to go. Hello. Still figuring things out. Always testing the waters. New angles. We're here, though. We're here. It's blinding. It's like an audience. Does it look good? Is it worth being blinded? I don't think so. Hello? I don't know. I like doing new angles just to spice things up a bit. Get tired of the same angle. Oh, here comes Dax. Here she comes. Meow, 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 meow. We feel bad for her today. Really bad. This morning, when I woke up to feed her, and I come down these stairs behind me, because I feed her down here, I stepped on her tail, and I think I broke it. I didn't even know you could do that. Hopefully I just fractured it or something. Bruised it. That's what we're hoping for. We're going to keep an eye on it. But it's not working. It's limp. You see, she got a limp tail now. Usually goes straight up. She's not showing signs of discomfort, but she is acting a little different. But you know cats. You know cats. They hide their pain. They're very stoic like that. But I think she's okay. But I still feel bad. But she still shows love, so that's good. We'll keep an eye on her tail. It goes back to fully functional. She has erectile dysfunction right now with her tail. Try not to touch it. Give it its healing time. But I need to get stuff. We need to get comfortable. Practicing talking already. More focus. More focus. Is that good? Good. We're here. Ta-da. More in, huh? Yeah, I agree. Is that good? I don't know. Is it good? I want it up there. I'm changing my mind. There we go. Now we're really here. More zoomed in. I agree. Oh, God, that light's blinding. Alright, that's about as zoomed in as we're gonna get. Could move the camera closer, but I just think too much. I don't think enough. I don't know. Just talking. Let's open a drink. What's today's chapter? You don't even know why you're here. You don't. Yeah, you do. If you've been here, you know why we're here. Here to enjoy ourselves. Another weekly reading. Another weekly scripture. It's gonna be... We're on week 2. Taking action. But before we get started, the actual substance lies within decision hunting. I don't know what we're going to get into, but decision hunting and choosing a path through the woods. But before we get into that, we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to sit here and crack open a cold one. No, not a beer. Come on. You know I don't drink. Not on a... What is it today? A Thursday, 10:30. It's snack time. We have a delicious new tonic. A little crack action. Not to waste any this time. It's precious. He almost caught me. He almost called me out. Sniff, I know. Going right for the kill. Sniff right away. Drink right away. Get that fully functional taste. I know, I didn't fix my cup holder. It's right there. Oh no. Yeah. I didn't put the cup holder in because I was debating. I won't be able to make the silly joke of drinking from it. See, I'm drinking. Yeah, I know, stupid. But watching the video was her tail. She didn't do any purpose. Now it's broken. So she won't be able to do that now. She'll just be able to do it with her head. I actually had a cup holder to fix. For those of you that don't know, and if this is your first time ever watching, she knocked over my drink last week here. And I have a cup holder. I was gonna... But I'm working at my dad's house right now, and I don't have my drill. Gonna put a little... You get the idea. I was gonna make a little cup holder to prevent it again, but no drill today. That's all besides the point. We're just chilling. Just chilling. We're live. Gonna have a little beef jerky stick before we get started here. Little snack. Little substance. Keep the protein intake going. Today we're munching on street taco inspired pineapple pork stick. Amazon, just like everything else. But I guess we might as well begin, right? Let's get a little comfy. We're gonna take off these bad boys. There we go. Got the toes out, got the bros out. I'm watching you. Don't you tip that over. She said I'm tempted. Just making sure we're recording. You know me. You know me. Do you know me? I don't know. Pretty much. You get to know me through these 30-minute segments. That's not really getting to know me. You couldn't marry me. That's a metaphor, like you shouldn't, like when you go to marry somebody, religious people, they say you shouldn't live with them before you marry them. Well, you gonna test drive a car before you buy it? That sounds pretty stupid. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Just an opinion. Take it or leave it. Doesn't matter. Is that right, Dexy? She's comfy. She's cozy. She's feeling good. Her nails feel like little needles going into my neck. No, you can't have any. It's just for me. Look at her tail. It's sad. I feel bad. That's my fault. She had to stop. She stopped in front of me. So I just feel a little guilty. Don't stop on the stairs. Now I have to go down the stairs slower. Alright, let's get started. You came for the book, not for a conversation from me. Week 2, taking action. Wait a second. I lied to you earlier. We already did this. Silly old me. You're like, wait, what are you talking about? We read this one already. We did. We did finish things last time. My bad. Alright. We're correcting course. That's what happens when I don't put my bookmark back. Alright. Oh, Dax, you got your nails into my neck, and I just wanna... Ah! You pulled! Why? Why? It's payback. You step on my tail, I pull your skin off. Alright, we're on day 10. Day 10. What's it say? You know what it says. It says, look for the life task on what reality really wants. This sounds good. I already like how the beginning. Day 10. Let's get started. Let's put the mic down. Let's see. I love you, Dex. And have a good reading. Alright, let's begin. Day 10. Look for the life task on what reality wants. Going was dying, and staying was dying. When we get to junctures like that, we had better choose the dying that enlarges rather than the one that keeps us stuck. Is this true? Choose the better task that's worth dying for. That's what I took that as. Right. Little Doxy says, I agree. Why are you humans so intrigued with being better every day? Why not just be? Huh? Y'all trying to look for answers when there is none. It's well said, Dax. She's smarter than I. Thank you. Thank you for your wisdom. Goose Frubba. She makes me so relaxed when I hold her like this. She's sharing me her energy, her power. She's just falling asleep here. Her eyes are closed. I would show you, but if I move her towards you, she'll awake. Oh, she heard something. Something's afoot. All right, back to the story. Okay, that was just a quote by James Hollis. And for reference, we got about 4 pages. A quick read as usual. Let us begin for real this time. All right, let me get a drink first. Stay caffeinated, America. Or world, wherever you're watching this. I'm in America, so that's why I say it. And no, I don't have any connections with this place. I'm a human just like you. And there's people running this place that I don't agree, so just because I'm here doesn't mean, you know. All right, I'm a dude. I'm a dude on the planet. You're a dude on the planet. We're all just dudes. I'm a dude. She's a dude. We're all just dudes. All right. Now that we got Dax on, let us begin. There's a scene early in Carl Jung's autobiography, Memories, Dreams, Reflections, in which the future pioneer of psychotherapy is crouching behind a bush in the shrubbery of the family home in Switzerland, eavesdropping on his father's conversations with a friend. At this point, the adolescent Jung has been off school for almost 6 months, owing to mysterious fainting spells somehow connecting to his instant fear of mathematic classes. For months, he's revealed in the time off, I was free, he recalled, could dream for hours, be anywhere I liked, in the woods, or by the water. Just recently, though, he had the creeping sense that by staying home, he was somehow avoiding life. I had the obscure feeling that I was fleeing from myself, he writes. Then he heard the friend ask his father, and how is your son? Ah, that's a sad business, my father said. The doctors no longer know what is wrong with him. They think it may be epilepsy. What is epilepsy? Is that a disease? It would be dreadful if he were incurable. I have lost what little I had. And what will become of my boy if he cannot earn a living? I want to look up what epilepsy is. sounds familiar. Good old Google. Seizure disorder. Nerve cell activity in the brain is disturbed, causing seizures. I probably only learned something there. And if you did, good. But let's continue. Young recalls being thunderstruck on hearing these words. Yeah, I would too. Your own father. You hear him talking about you. I hope he's okay. Making you feel like, what? I'm not all right? I thought I was okay, Dad. Nope. He's worried about you, son. Young recalls being thunderstruck on hearing these words and knowing immediately what he had to do. This was the collision with reality. Why then I must go to work, I thought suddenly. From that moment on, I became a serious child. I crept away, went to my father's study, took up my Latin grammar, and began to cram with intense concentration. The fainting fits returned, but he plowed on anyway, and eventually they ceased. As the Jungian analyst Deborah Stewart explains, Jung had recognized that resuming his studies was the essential life task that faced him. His character was being tested, and he understood that if he was going to move forward into his life, instead of avoiding it, it was time to get down to work. It's good stuff. He took control. Even with his Caesars, he's like, I'm gonna own this. I'm gonna get past this. I'm not gonna let Caesar, a mere Caesar, a daily Caesar, get in the way of my life's work. The question can be a startlingly powerful one, particularly when you find yourself torn between options or between external pressures and your own ambitions, or unable, for any other reason, to figure out what to do next. What's the life task here? Never mind what you want. What does life want? Yeah, that's a good one. Never mind what you want. What does life want? Just sit there and think about that, because sometimes you might want something, but guess what? Life has a different plan for you. Has a different plan, and you got to make plans out of that life's plan. Okay? So, move on. Never mind what you want. What does life want? And if the very idea that life might be able to want things strikes you as unforgivably unscientific, then your life task for the next few paragraphs is to put your skepticism briefly to the side. All right, let's do that. Let's put our skepticism, but I don't like doing that. I like being skeptic. Let's go on with skepticism briefly to the side. It'd be easy to misinterpret the shrubbery tale as Jung succumbing to parental pressure, or finally submitting to the societal message that hard work is always a virtue. A message that was popular, as you might imagine, in the 19th century Swiss Protestant milieu. Okay, hard work and virtue. Just because you work hard doesn't mean you're going to get what you want. Sometimes you got to work hard in the right areas. It's just because you work hard doesn't mean you're going to get. You're not going to just get rewarded for working hard. Sorry. It doesn't work that way. You got to know where to put the hard work. It's for you to find out. You got to work hard, but in the things that matter. Only you can find out in those things that matter. You can go get a construction job, but if you're trying to fucking learn computer programming, you're working hard in the wrong area. Anyway, got to put the hard work in the right place for it to be virtuous. All right, we're going to leave it at that. By definition, a life task is something your life is asking of you. So while it might coincide with your parents' expectations or your societal ideals, it's also very easily might not. As it happens, Jung's moment of insight propelled him into the direction his father also wished him to go. Stepping up a life task might just as easily mean resisting expectations instead. Sometimes what's called for isn't buckling down to your studies, but dropping out of college. See? That's what I'm saying. They're both hard work. Some people are like, no, you got to pursue college. You got to go through that hard work. And there's virtue in there, but it might just be as hard as dropping out. But people won't see it that way. People around you can be like, he's throwing his life away. I would say the people that can just quit a place and go into the top and start another thing just out of nowhere and be like, hey, I'm going to do this. There's more virtue in that. Just being able to fall all the way back to a bottom and climb up and just repeating that. Because that's what life is. It's a game. It's a fucking long game. And there's games inside the game. And when you don't want to play the same game your whole life, it's like a video game. You'd be looping and you'd be like, this game's boring. I played this game a whole bunch of times. I know how it works. That's the way I view life. You can move on. Do a new thing. It makes like, who wants to do the same thing for 30 years? Nobody. Old fucks, that's who. Old fucks that don't know any better. Alright? Yeah, you old fucks. Or maybe you like the same. Maybe you don't like change. It's up to you to decide if you want to do the same thing for 30 years. Not me. Alright, let's continue back. before we rant about some stupid... Dex, I need to read. All right, where were we? Oh, yeah, college. Yeah, sometimes what's called for isn't buckling down in your studies, but dropping out of college. So you might be a little reverse thinking. So like I said, you gotta know what you're doing. Follow your own intuition. Now, what people want you to do, learn along the way, learn your own mistakes, figure it out, and figure it in. Let's continue. How can you identify your current life task? Good question. Let's find out. I wouldn't even know how to tell you. I don't even know. How would you identify your life's task right now? I couldn't tell you. Let's see what the advice they got. That must always be a matter of intuition. Ah! I just said that! Follow your own intuition, baby! Validation. I shouldn't even be seeking approval for others. That's another advice. But it feels so good when you're reading, and then you're saying the stuff, and then they saying the stuff, and you're like, I look up to them, and now I'm here, I'm saying what they're already saying before I even... you know what I'm saying? Alright. That must always be a matter of intuition. I'm still on it. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna bask in this. I feel like achievement unlocked. Ding! Come on. Follow your intuition. Don't listen to me. Follow your intuition and say, fuck that guy. That guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Following your intuition. I'm not gonna follow his intuition. Talking about following intuition. I'm almost done with this. Taxi. Want so much love. She is less meowy and I feel bad. I'm always complaining about her meows, but she isn't meowing as much today. And now I'm sad. See, I've been bitching so much, and now no more meows, and I'm sad because I know it's from the droopy loopy tail. Send out your prayers to Dax. Give her your energy. Heal her, my lord. The power of Christ, you are healed. You will have a stiff tail. It works. Prayer works. And when it doesn't, that's just the Lord's work. Anyway. Anyway. I'm not trying to start a fight here. Okay. Alright, yeah. How can you identify your current life task? That must always be a matter of intuition. But there are two signposts that may help. The first is that life task will be something you can do only by effort and with difficulty, as Jung puts it. And specifically, with that feeling of good difficulty. Look at her. She's struggling to find a comfy spot. Sorry if I'm getting interrupted. You are too. The first is that life task will be something you can do only by effort and with difficulty, as Jung puts it. And specifically with the feeling of good difficulty. That's good. I already like where we're going. I like where we're going. I'm blocking my face. The camera's over there, so let me readjust here. Yeah, good difficulty. Good effort. I already know because it's when you put in that work, it feels really good, really rewarding. You're not just exhausted at the end of the day after doing your life's work. You have a sense of worth. You went after something you believed in, and you're doing it. That's your life's work, right there. That's your life's work. I know it's cliche and gay, but when it's cliche and gay, it's true. There's a reason things are cliche. If they're cliche, it's real. Because cliche things are just things that are oversaid, right? I think that's what the definition of a cliche is. It's like, let's look it up. Cliche definition. A phrase or opinion that is overused and betrays a lack of original thought. See, it's cliche for a reason. It's because it's true. It got said so much that it lacks even thought because when you say it, you can't even think about it because it's been oversaid. It almost makes you want to just be the opposite. Like, you want to think against it. Like, that doesn't work. No. Okay? No. How can you identify your current life's task? And specifically with the feeling of good difficulty that comes from pushing back against your long-established preference for comfort and security. In the words of another Jungian, James Hollis, it may be the kind of endeavor that enlarges you, rather than make you feel immediately happy. This is where you'll need to be honest with yourself. For some people, honoring a life task might mean mustering the boldness to leave a relationship or a job, but perhaps you're someone for whom running away from difficult situations is your default behavior. In that case, your task might entail mustering the boldness to stay. See, that's why you gotta follow your own intuition. Are you prone to quitting early? Can you question your own motives? Are you known to start stuff and just quit? Are you known to push through, go and do or something and be like, is this for me? That's what I'm saying. That's why people say, oh, don't quit. No, quit Quit when you know. You gotta know. You gotta know if it's worth staying, if it's worth quitting. Likewise, it might mean walking away from your life to become a humanitarian aid worker. But the equally uncomfortable possibility is that the voice telling you to become an aid worker is the internalized voice of societal morality. The one that thinks it knows better than you, the sort of contribution you should make. Perhaps your real contribution will be designing jewelry or writing songs. Gotta follow your own song, your own rhythm. What makes you tick? Not what makes others tick. What makes you happy, not others. Do it for the sake of you. That's all you got. You're in this body. That's all you got. This body holding me. Body holding you. Get to know yourself. The second signpost is that true life task, though it might be difficult, will be something you can do. If you only have $100 in the bank, your life task won't require the immediate purchase of $1,000 worth of movie-making equipment, although it might involve doing something to raise the cash. If you're the single parent of 3 small children, it won't involve working 18-hour days for a tech startup, and by the same token, if you're unable to have children, it won't involve becoming a biological parent. This helps distinguish the idea of a life task from certain popular notions of destiny or calling, which can leave people feeling as though there's something they're meant to be doing with their lives, but that their life circumstances make it impossible. That can't be the case with a life task, which emerges, by definition, from whatever your life circumstances are. It's what's being asked to you, with your particular skills, resources, and personality traits in the place where you actually find yourself. That's beautiful. So, your life task is pretty much situational. It's wherever you're at in life and what you can do. I've said it before, if you can get a lever moving, because people will blame things like what are you doing daily to get to where you want, because people are like, oh, if I only had more time, if I only had more energy. Today most people just doom scroll for like an hour. Now I'm probably being generous with that low number, but take that shit out of your day and start doing something that you want, if you want something. If you don't want anything, cool. I'm not trying to convince you to get up and take action. Just saying, if you do want something, go get it. Go get it, man. We're here doing it. We're showing up here doing this thing, whatever this thing is. We're here just yapping away. So what am I doing daily? I'm proving it to you. We're here. I'm not here to show you what I got. I'm here to show you where I'm going and what I'll get. And then hopefully you could take something and apply it to yourself. Okay? All right? I'm trying to make the world a little bit better. And if I did that, I achieved something. I'm happy. Even if I didn't, I believe. I don't know. All right, let's continue. The second signpost is that blah, blah, blah. Where were we? It's what's being asked of you with your particular skills, resources, and personality traits in the place where you actually find yourself, like we're just saying. As the question of whether this isn't all just wooly, unscientific therapy talk, the answer is that I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. We got half a page left here, right there. Check it out. I gotta get every little drop. It's delicious. All right. We chugged that. Caffeinated. Max caffeinated time of the day right here. We had a coffee this morning, and before noon, caffeine drink. All right, where were we? Nothing matters. I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter where we're at. To inquire what your life task might be at any particular instant is to switch your perspective in a manner that makes it possible to think new thoughts. Great advice. Great advice. Great advice. Why wouldn't you want to think new thoughts? You want to get bored? What's wrong with you? It permits you to dig beneath the crust of assumptions that all too easily end up governing a life. God, such a way with words. Crust of assumptions. I like that word. That combo. Crust of assumptions. And it makes your crust of assumptions govern your life. That's a good reframe right there. The crust of your assumptions govern your life. You're already making actions based off assumptions. You fool. Why don't you try it? Why don't you do it? Anyway, That you have no option but to continue on your current career path. Wrong, you can do whatever you want any moment. Or that you must make choices on which others might frown. Who cares? Who cares? Who's it for? Or that you're obliged to do something extraordinary with your life. You don't, okay? You don't have to do anything with your life if you don't feel like it. I'm just saying, you don't. Do it if you want. If you want to become a hermit, fucking do it, okay? No one's stopping you. The most remarkable part is that while you might have assumed that complying with a life task would feel oppressive, you're complying with a task, after all. It never does. It gives you the feeling of getting a handle on life, because the life of which you're addressing the question is the one you actually have. That's the life you have. It is never the case that there's no next step to take. On some level, I think we always already know when we're hiding out in some domain of life, flinching from a challenge reality has placed before us. The purpose of a question like, what is the life task here, is just to haul that knowledge up into the daylight of consciousness, where we can finally do something about it. What a great chapter. Look for life task. That was the chapter. Give a round of applause for our writer. Great job, sir. Such a way with words. Makes me want to go pick up a Carl Jung book. Thank you, Oliver. Oliver Berkman. If you're ever watching this, little kiss on the cheek for you. Next week is day 11. Just go to the shed. Just go to the shed. On befriending what you fear. It's going to be another good one. They're all so good. You'll be sad when it's over, but happy it happened. Marked it this time, that little... It's there on page 60. Such a good book. 54 minutes. It's because I had the camera rolling before I came down here. Dex is up in your little cat tree. Good. Hope she's chilling on the bench, getting some R&R, so her broken tail heals. Well, I'm gonna go put this what you see together. Get it out today. Get it out tonight, so I can move on and keep on working. This, that, back and forth. We're all over the place right now. We're keeping up though. We're in a pattern. We're in a routine now. We're in a pretty good routine here on the old YouTube. We're figuring it out. I like to share a little bit. Look at that mouth. And I like to have fun along the way. Okay. Proving to you that if you want to be a YouTuber, you can do this. You can do that. You can do whatever you believe in. You have a thought in doing it, fucking commit to it, okay? That's my goal. I'm gonna be a successful YouTuber, all right? Whatever that entails. Can't wait until I get crazy people. That's what comes with this, right? Can't wait. That's when I know I made it. You get stalkers, get people threatening to kill you, telling you to kill yourself. Can't wait. I'm excited. Anyway, on that note, I won't see you. This one goes out to my nephew, Wrigley. I'm watching you. You won't even remember. I won't see you. You'll see me. In the next one. Roll me out of here. Get up. Get on. Get out. Continue. Go live. Go do something positive, or not. Do something negative. I don't care. Doesn't affect me, really. Oh, my hip. You ever get that way? Your hip gets funky if you keep your, body sit. I don't know. Probably just happens as you get older. Ooh, it looks like stars. We look like we're in space on my shirt. Dun dun. In a land galaxy far, far away. Yeah.